Grand Rising, beautiful people. Back at the front gate today. Apparently, right now they are swearing in Samantha as we talk. Guess they wanted to get in before we got started this morning. So, yeah, everyone's chatting, catching up. A lot of people we haven't seen for a long time. It's always the same great people that turn up every time for these things.
Is that where he's at?
Hey, she getting sworn in.
She's getting sworn in right now. Just remember, stay off the road, please, guys.
Are we going over there?
Yeah, we're going over there like normal.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Can I? What's it on? ABC on Facebook or?
No, ABC Radio, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, no, a friend of mine just sent me a message and she listens to the radio, ABC Radio. So.
Let's see if I can see it on here.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, mate.
Good morning to all you amazing people. I'm not on the road, I'm still on the footpath, Nobby. I'm keeping safe. The reason we stay off the road is because we are the drivers are trained to just drive through people. So the one big stipulation we always get from the guardhouse is please keep the roads clear because they don't want to see anyone hurt. So we try and abide by those rules because I don't want to see anyone hurt either. So we will get started shortly when the troops all round up. But thank you all for joining us. That works. Yeah. Everyone can hear, everyone on here. Works perfect.
Yeah, want to be in the sun. In the sun. You want to be in the sun. Okay.
They don't really want us in that area though.
Oh, okay.
That's why we always stand along here and along there.
I want to hear about what those is.
I'll have to keep my phone. Oh, hang on. I've got to keep my phone with the speaker and with the camera. So we're going to put the camera over there where they're speaking because the camera can't be far away from my phone, and the phone's got to do the music.
That sounds complicated, mate.
I haven't heard about it yet.
I just saw the, I sent you some bits of, his speech on.
Oh, right.
On Rumble the other day.
I've got to keep the phone with the camera, with the speaker. I better go and see who's speaking. I know Brendan's got a few words he wants to say today. This clipboard's nearly dead. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Nobby. Morning, Marguerite. Morning, Wonga D. Diana, Jimbo Jones, Redneck. Phil Jones. Thank you all for joining us. Who else? We've got Catherine Kay as well.
I think she liked it, Joe. Yeah, I know.
You're out of control, man. What?
And she's sitting right on the fucking road as always.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Stop and sit in there, Bert.
Is this flat? It says it's low.
I can't be late today.
Fully charged yesterday.
It's not coming on.
Charged it last night. Until the green light's on. Happens anything charged.
Oh, we got much. Hang on.
线路输入
We're going.
蓝牙已连接，蓝牙模式。
Ooh, it could be all go. It's okay. It's just had a fit. No stress. Sorry guys, we're just having some connection problems. I'm trying to get this sorted out. We'll be underway shortly.
蓝牙已断开。
Yes. Thank you. Good. Okay. Yeah, it was just Chris connect up. It's okay. Woohoo!
She was connected
Okay, so that's ready.
through the system you're talking about.
Yeah, through the system.
Yep.
All right, so that's done. That's ready.
So she has to put the Bluetooth numbers in her phone to connect it?
It's very easy to connect to, yeah.
Yep. I'm not up with this. Straight away it went.
Right. That's ready, that's ready. I'm just gonna go and get some people underway. We'll get moving. You want to fix it? On here.
Yes, this wanker finally fucking blocked me because I found his fucking location. He's shitting himself now.
Where is he located? In that field?
Oh fuck, I wish, mate.
I know.
You think, fucking, that Rachel's bad. Oh, the fuck, snapped him. Oh, not Rachel, the fucking, snapped him. Rachel, you think she does. Oh, I love it when you find someone's location and they just shit bricks.
You got no response back from her after you said you were travelling down here, wouldn't you?
I actually, was it this morning or last night that I replied back to you? Oh, are you
Rita might say something. Brendan wants to say something.
I'll speak last.
Yep.
Yeah, so that way everyone, probably the longest I think.
Yeah, maybe I'll get Shannon. Just before you say the O, just say if anyone wants to speak, come and line up after the nativity signs or whatever.
Yeah, I'll speak last.
8:75.
Yep.
Or 8:76.
Just wait and then you'll be lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're good there.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Toby might want to speak something too. Alright, I'm going to go and stand under the flag.
I'll give me a phone. No, I don't want to hear the old.
It won't be the right one. Never will fucking is.
Michelle,
Yeah.
she heard it, and I just showed her, and she said there's some different words.
Yeah. Oh, always. They haven't used the right words since 1960. Oh, sorry, 1959 was the last time any realised.
So Mary's having at Parliament House.
Sorry?
Mary's having at Parliament House. They'll be here for their 10 pounds though.
Nearly. We'll just wait for this to finish. Alright, I'm ready when everyone else is. I'm going to go and stand under the pole.
I like coaches. Don't do the O's. Don't do the O's.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming today here at Yarralumla. To not pay your respects to the swearing in of Samantha. Just want to say, if anyone wants to speak after the ode, they can come over here and line up.
Hi, brother. Good night.
The ode of remembrance, please remove headdress. Stand fast! They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady under glow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old, age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Warrior Joe.
Thank you for the respect. Your Excellency, the Honourable David Hurley, or is it Samantha? When is she getting sworn in? As the Governor-General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. There's many more at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the Woodrow Commission from 1995 to 1997, just a couple of years ago. The Wood Royal Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, those three words mean nothing, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature. Can you imagine the horror of Mr. Heffernan when he read out the first name and it was an ex-Prime Minister? How horrifying for the Australian people. Included in this list is judges, barristers, television stars, radio personalities, and many others. Frighteningly enough, alleged pedophiles in prominent stature. And you cover it up. That our Australian government, that's Mr. Albanese at the top, has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population. This is totally unacceptable. Pedophiles should be put behind bars.
They should be
Not in our streets amongst our children. That's where they should be. That's where your jobs should be. Looking after our children and looking after the future of Australia. Revisited again in 2015, the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. Put it on the television. Put it in the papers. Oh, but they're all controlled propaganda, aren't they? So they're not going to put them out there, are they? As the Senator stated, it is a beautiful day. And it's not so much the secret that's a problem, it's when a group of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature on the police report keep each other's dirty secrets. When people like that in prominent power have these secrets and they keep them, it means the institution is corrupt. Really? The whole institution of government, the whole institution of the police force is corrupt. Because you're not doing anything about pedophilia and saving our children. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret, but further in his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. This is after Mr. Carr got together, had a little meeting with his cronies and the judge, and they decided the adults of Australia could not be traumatised with the truth. Let that sink in. I'd rather rape our children than traumatise the adults. Governor General, whoever you are, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given the Australian taxpayers paid out roughly $64 million on it? We don't care about the money anymore. We want the names of these pedophiles out in public. 28 pain-filled years later, we've stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland. And daily, since the 7th of February 2022, here at Yarralumla, outside the Governor-General's house in Canberra. And today we're at the front. We're usually out the other side. But no, we're here today, very special day for Samantha. We're either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child sex trafficking, pedophilia. Why does Australia have this industry? I don't know. Why do you reckon Australia's got this industry? Because the coppers won't put the pedophiles in jail? The judges won't charge them because they're pedophiles themselves, and the barristers aren't going to put their mates in jail, are they? What a corrupt system we have! And you can't get into the highest parts of the police force or the government if you're not willing to become a bloody mason. What crap is that? Where's the honesty and integrity? Where are you standing up for the Australian people? Oh no, I'd rather take my pay packet than do that. It's easier. Go and hide. Stand in your own power. For once, we the people also require the individual honoured with the position of Governor General, whoever that is. I believe it's going to be Samantha. Well, what an extremist she is. Gender equity, no such thing. There's either male or female, that's it. The rest is made up. And she's going to be our Governor General? Ah, kidding me. And inquire why the Governor General has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in trying to inhibit the people from peacefully protesting, which is the right of all Australians, when they can see the corruption spilling out of government, spilling out of our judiciary, spilling out of television, and you do nothing. Hope you're proud of yourselves. It's up to the men and women of this great country of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police. We find you a little lacking at the moment. We'd rather see pedophiles in jail. Judiciary system, what a joke. The media, make sure you get your dose of television. You know the propaganda is going to be thick coming out of that thing. They only tell you what they want you to know. How else would you know about COVID? Yourself, Governor General, what a little bit of a joke. You're supposed to be the buffer between the corrupt government and the people. That's according to our original constitution. Something you'll need to have read of, Samantha. And I say, support the country you live in, or live in the country you support. Come on, Australia! We need to stand up, stand together peacefully against this tyrannical government and their forces. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of this great country, Australia. Let's keep it that way!
Good morning! Good morning, beautiful people, part of the Commonwealth. Good morning, David Hurley! Good morning, Samantha! Welcome, Samantha, and have a good journey, David. We won't miss you. Haven't done anything anyway. So, Samantha, how it sounded like you sworn in as a Governor General. And you, with some experience in law and many other things, you should know the Constitution, the supreme law of this country. And to be part of as a Governor General, you swore an oath. It didn't sound like the one who stays in the Constitution, So it's really untrustworthy from you from the day on, from the first minute to be a Governor General. Because the Constitution is this, what you should uphold and be the buffer between the Parliament and the people. Only to sign up laws equivalent and in line with the Constitution. And if you can't even swear it, then what can you do? So, if you're the Governor General, Samantha, then this letter is for you. Maybe you have concerns for the people of Australia and do the right thing. My name is Tobias, and I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state, illegal, local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. If you don't know which documents, maybe ask your partner. He maybe knows something about it. These two things are not up for negotiations, and we will be here every day until you do as instructed. Maybe you can ask David how it goes for him. Have a nice day, and hopefully you're speaking up for the people.
Yeah, I reckon farewell, David. I hope they're locking him up behind real bars and not the bars, not protecting him behind the bars of those gates over there of the people's house. Because we, the people, are the Commonwealth. I remember being in Parliament House 20 years ago, and a then MP said to me, "This is the people's house, the people need to speak up." Why do we bother I feel sometimes? Because they don't bloody listen. David hasn't listened to it. Don't know what you lot are doing there either, because you should be locking up those who are corrupt, not protecting them. Governor General, whether it be David or if Samantha's moved in already with her pretty protected friend who protects her. My name is Nana, and I have lost confidence in this government. Federal, state and the unlawful local. Voted down twice in referendums. The last one being 1988. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue writs for a new election immediately. Furthermore, I want all the documents that Bill Heffernan, who was a senator at the time, was ordered to produce. I want them released to the people unredacted immediately. Now, Samantha, if you can't find them in David Hurley's old filing cabinet, yeah, ask your partner, because I'm sure he knows where to find a copy. I know exactly where he was working at the time. Grubby fella he is.
Please tell.
These two things are not up for negotiation. And they're not up for discussion either, and we don't negotiate with terrorists. We will be here every day until you do as instructed.
So, yep. I'll go and get ready.
I'm going to make this short and sweet. Samantha, welcome to Canberra and welcome to your new role, which we believe your pay has increased substantially. I guess that means that you'll be doing more than David Hurley did, because, I mean, we the taxpayers are paying your income, and you've just accepted a huge increase, probably close to double. So the expectation is that you're actually going to do twice as much work. That's hilarious. As a sexual abuse survivor myself, I can tell you that pedophiles are everywhere. They're in families, they're in schools, they're in churches, they're in government departments, they're in the clergy. I gave evidence at the Royal Commission. The police find it very difficult to deal with people, women mostly, that report sexual abuse. And women don't report it because they know it won't go anywhere. When it starts with children, it's even harder to protect them. That's why we expect the law and the police to do something. But even when they have names, they don't care. They don't seem to do anything. I mean, we just have to look at David McBride. He was sentenced and by the same judge that actually has given suspended sentences to pedophiles. What does that tell us? How can we trust you? How can we trust our children with you? We have no confidence in anything. Anyone saw Spotlight last night?
Yeah.
Painful, wasn't it?
Deadly.
My husband said this morning it should have been called Gaslight. We're sick of it. We're really fed up. We're good, decent people and we're just tired of the bullshit. Oh, sorry.
What it is.
You know, we pay taxes. We've trusted over the years, some more than others. And all we're seeing is disappointment after disappointment. So Sam, can we get our money's worth that we didn't get with Dave? Thank you. Have a good day, everyone. It's a beautiful day.
Go, Brendan.
Good day, everybody. How are we all? This very fine morning.
Tired of the government. That's how we are. Tired of people that protect pedophiles.
The good old government. Okay. G'day, Samantha Moyston. And goodbye, David Hurley, the Governor General of a corporate country known as Australia. For I am Spirit Brendan. Got a few things to bring to people's attention and to the AFP and everybody else of this great continent. Now, before I get into other issues, let's talk about the latest patent of the Governor General. In 1984, the latest patent of the 21st of August 1984, Australia Act 1986, number 142. The 4th of December 1985, and the Australia Request and Consent Act 1985, number 143, of the 4th of December 1985, resulting directly from the 24th of June 1982, the 25th of June 1982, and the 21st of June 1984. Conference held in Canberra, where an unconstitutional Prime Minister and unconstitutional Premiers agreed on taking of certain measures to bring constitutional agreements affecting the Commonwealth and the state or states into conformity with the status of the Commonwealth of Australia as a sovereign, independent and federal nation. Sometimes you can look at nation as NA, not available, TI, tie, on, nation. Got to be very careful with language. The conveyance of false language, it is a civil offence when corporations use it, because it is spelling and spell casting at the end of the day, i.e. republic by stealth and without a referendum of the people of the Commonwealth of Australia under the constitutional monarchy, and even that too is a corporation. Meaning in an Oxford Dictionary, conformity compliance with conventions, rules of laws, status and the official classification given to a person, country, etc. Members of political parties, each under their own party's constitution and policies, progressively have created their own Australian system of government, enabling them to enforce the policies and constitution of the political parties of the day over the people of the Commonwealth of Australia, with the use of the members of their police force, or policy force, because policy, another conveyance of false language, when they classify themselves to be police officers, it is under perjury. As with the use of the members of their police force, as well as members of the judiciary, who are now bound to take judicial notice of only the purported evidence and laws of Australia as from 1973, and created for their own benefit their own private MPs and Governor General of Australia, who gave assent to their laws of Australia, which had no royal assent by our constitutional sovereign and monarch in the referendum held on the 6th of November. But that can also be debated as well under law that we stand on each and every day. The Act's Interpretation Act of 1901. This is very important, dear people. Australia means the Commonwealth of Australia and used in a geographical location includes Norfolk Island, the territory of Christmas Island, and the territories of Cocos Keeling Islands, but does not include any other external territories or territory. The Act's Interpretation Act 1901, Section 2C, references to persons, and also person or persons is also known as a dead entity, corporation, and a legal fiction. But anyways, number 1, in any act, expressions used to denote persons generally such as person, party, someone, anyone, no one, another, and whoever include a body politic, they are a tick at the end of the day, or a corporation as well as an individual. Number 2, express reference in an act to companies, corporations, or body corporate do not imply that expressions in that act of the kind mentioned in subsection 1 do not include companies, corporations, or body corporate. Therefore, your corporation masquerading around as a government and expand corporate elite empire as a person under Black's Law's dictionary is a dead entity, meaning corporation, an organisation, or a building, or a title. Remember, when they call you Mr., they're calling you mentally retarded, because it is a title at the end of the day. No different to police ranking, military ranking. It is a title, and it is a dead entity. Mm-hmm. Now let's keep in mind, we're going to just touch off on some usufruct. Very important too, because this is the greatest financial robbery upon the people, not only just in our own continent, but it is a global tyranny and money laundering system under usufruct. The right in usufruct is monopolies, like the Monopolies Act, and the money that you use each and every day. It's not money, it's actually currency. The right to use and advantages of another's property short of destruction or waste of its substance. So, in other words, that money that you use each and every day, and this is why we are going into a digital currency, because they own the monopoly, and it is private. You think you may go to work, you pay taxes, pay GST on everything, but it's not your money. It is a private property lent and lended to you under usufruct. Early 17th century of the medieval Latin usufructus, from Latin usus et fructus. Use and enjoyment, from usus, a use, plus fructus, fruit. It almost reminds me of Adam and Eve when they ate the apple. Because all people have the right to bear their own fruit. Because under the gold and silver, which is our own true money, they cannot tax you, they cannot create GST, and they cannot make invisible interest on such money as in gold and silver. Because one's from the land, while the other is printed out of thin air for their own enjoyment, while they pay the people in usufruct to do all the mining for them, and the people under usufruct have become user-fucked. The banking system. We'll just touch off on the banking system before we get into the war crimes. The Banking Act 1974, number 132, the 9th of December 1974, are members of political parties, each under their own party's constitution. They do have their own constitution. Just go and look at the Liberal webpage. Sitting inside their own Australia or the Commonwealth with their Australian government gazette. And don't forget, I've also got the seal, the documentation, which is painted to the United States of America for trading. Because the Australian government is a private American company. Always remember, dear peoples, that is have always been backdoored and lied to, and nothing's ever been given in full disclosure. That's why there is so much damages happening psychologically, physically, to each man, woman and child in this country on every single level. The government printer of Australia, Land for Australia, Australian citizens making oaths and affirmations of alliances to a Queen of Australia. And haven't you noticed the word Australia's almost got the word lie on the end of it? But anyways, because it's not Terra Australis. I'll just reread that again. So Australian citizens making oaths and affirmations of alliances to a Queen of Australia with their own private Governor-General of Australia using a Great Seal of Australia was a law of Australia with no royal assent as it omitted the anointed words, the Queen's Most Excellent Majesty and of the Commonwealth of Australia from its unconstitutional enacting manner form, be it enacted by the Queen, the Senate and the House of Representatives of Australia. Therefore, was only given assent by a private Governor-General of Australia of the members of political parties, each under their own party's constitution, and amended the Banking Act of 1959 to 1973 as amended by the Banking Act of 1973, number 116 of the 26th of October 1973, and the Banking Act number 2, 1973, number 193 of the 17th of December 1973, and Statute Law Revision Act 1973, number 216 of the 19th of December 1973, as amended by Statute Law Revision Act 1974, number 20 of the 25th of July 1974, but deemed to be commenced on the 31st of December 1973. The Australian government is a unicameral Parliament of Australia and operating from inside their own private premises. Privately built and financed Parliament House of Australia, which officially opened for business in 1988, which includes members of the political parties inside the private Legislative Assembly building in the Capital Territory and the Northern Territory, and commenced trading in real personal Australian decimal currency, and held an Act of the Parliament of Australia creating a private Australian government business on their privately financed built Parliament House of Australia in Canberra. In 1991, the elected members of the registered political parties who had begun trading in the Australian decimal currency commenced on the 14th of February 1966. They were taking your gold. They've already robbed the world of its wealth. Don't forget 1933, dear people, when the United States of America robbed the whole country of their gold. That's a story for another day. So the 14th of February 1966, and held together in their own private contracts under seal. The privately elected members of registered political parties held by contract under the seal. Those seals were held by Chief Executive Officer of the Australian Government, then the Prime Minister of Australia, Bob Hawke, as the holder of the Australian Citizenship Act 1948, the Governor-General Act 1974, the Royal Styles and Titles Act 1973, and the Commonwealth Electoral Act 1918, and the Currency Act of 1965. Prime Minister Bob Hawke, MP, a member of the Australian Labor Party, in fact, raised private finance in Australia decimal currency on behalf of the registered members of the political parties to allow them to be able to totally leave and vacate the Parliament House of the people, the shareholders of the company, as the company which remains vacant to this very day. In 1988, the Parliament House of Australia, so named, the corporation headquarters of elected members of the registered political parties, was officially open for all commerce and trade in the name of the firm Australian Government. The Prime Minister Bob Hawke, MP, held the seal of Australian Government as affixed to Governor-General Amendment Act 1988. Everything's a fraud. Everything. In 1988, Your Majesty the Queen, the current holder of the Crown, don't forget, it's a Crown corporation too, it is all robbery, and the Defender of Faith, don't know his faith, refused to grant any letters patent to any person or to any elected members of a registered political party. Inside the deeds, the constitution of a registered political parties, and held to the memorandum of understanding, the registered political parties, and held in a signed person-to-person de facto relationships with each other, and held the philosophies of policies and the political parties inside their own private Parliament House of Australia, which opened in 1988. The elected representatives of the registered political parties, unicameral Australian government being a private Australian business, and it's a Ponzi scheme, as far as I'm concerned. Prime Minister Bob Hawke requested Your Majesty Queen to grant him personally, as the holder of the public seal of Australian government, the letters patent to allow him to personally appoint Australian Governor-General of the Commonwealth of Australia and holding the royal stoles and titles of Queen Elizabeth II, by grace of God, Queen of Australia, and her other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth. Yet Britain is also a corporation under the three city-states, which is the Vatican is the first city-state for religion. They think they've got you spiritually and mentally. You've got the second city-state, which is the Square Mile of London, owned by the Rothschilds family, which is also the Ascani family, for the banking and commercial use. And none other, the United States of America Inc., which is also a foreign corporation, foreign office, which is for the military purposes only. Military. Sounds like if I created a military, it'd be my life for victory. Now, I'm just going to touch off on some war crimes. And may I make it be known, the evidence, dear people, this is just some type of evidence we've got here to this day. This is nothing compared to other evidence that we have got and other people may have. Not just only on our continent, but in fact it is a global military operation against the people. It's the biggest depopulation in the history of humanity. So we've got the news over there. Don't know, I think it might be the ABC. 1, 2, 3. How you all going? But anyways, let's talk about COVID-19. I do mean SCOVID because don't forget ScoMo. I can't say your other. Scott Morrison, you are a part of it, like the military, military. But anyways, before I touch off on the other stuff, and read out some crimes acts, because don't forget, these lunatics create laws upon the people and they think they are exempt from these crimes and the crimes acts. This is how deep it goes, dear people. They cannot, and this is just one part of the issue that we are facing on a daily basis on a global scale. The instrument of authorization to supply or administer a poison. And this is just one jab. I ain't talking about the others. And I'm not just talking about COVID, talking about all vaccines in general. The World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a scandemic. Well, I'm going to read it correctly. I'll start again. Number 1, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic on the 11th of March 2020. On the 23rd of March 2020, the Minister for Health declared a public state of emergency with effect from 1:30 p.m. on the 23rd of March 2020 in respect of COVID-19, pursuant to Section 167 of the Public Health Act 2016 Act. On the 22nd of September 2021, the Minister for Health declared further public health state of emergency with effect from 4:25 p.m. the 22nd of September 2021 in respect of COVID-19, pursuant to Section 167 of the Act. The Public Health Act of Emergency applies to a state of Western Australia. I, Dr. Andrew Robertson, Chief Health Officer of Western Australia, acting pursuant to Section 197 and 198 of the Act, gives power, don't know how they get the power and where they get it from, for the purpose of emergency management during a public health state of emergency, to authorise a person to supply and administer a poison. Their own documents are telling you it is a poison. And this comes from their own websites, dear people. They are killers and they are culling the people. Hereby authorise the person or persons occupying the class of position in column 1 of the attached schedule to perform the statutory functions in column 2 of the attached schedule, subject to the conditions, limitations, or restrictions, if any, set out in column 3. The schedule to attach as Annex A. This instrument of authorisation takes effect immediately. Signing shall remain in force until the public health state of emergency is no longer in force or until otherwise amended or revoked. Number 5, last but not least, the instrument of authorisation is additional to the instrument of authorisation to supply or administer a poison SARS-CoV-2 COVID-19 vaccine. Their own documents are telling you they are killing you. Now that will lead me to the very last section of the crimes that they have been committing. Just give me a second.
Burn the other one! At least do something!
And don't forget, all flags and banners are also a corporate logo.
Flags are for war! Laying claim to something that doesn't belong to you, like our children!
It is called a corporate logo.
Written in Latin! No wonder they're called ministers, because they're pedophiles! Senators, Caesars, targeting our worms!
Love you, dear peoples. Love you. Okay, I'm almost finished, dear people. Look, there's a lot more I could say, but maybe next time when we come down, I'll always bring new information, dear people. Just remember and keep in mind, their monopolies, their currency is used to fract and use are fucked if we do not wake up, because they are robbing the people blind. But when it comes to the crimes against humanity, here we go. Everybody's liable for their actions. The 1995 Crimes and Code, International War Crimes and Biological War Crimes. The list of war crimes, and this is also about the land, air and water, and the medication. Don't forget, the media do lie as well. When you break down the word media, because they are not telling the truth about the COVID-19 and the poisoning. And when you break down the word media, it's like the word me, die, eh? It's literally telling you, it's like me, die, Sean. It's a sin. The list of war crimes. Section 268.3, genocide by killing. 268.4, genocide by causing serious bodily or mental harm. Don't forget, your chemtrails, water, because it's all been poisoned, eating your food. Law, LAW, land, air and water. And space. It is a big genocide, absolutely. 268.4, genocide by causing serious bodily or mental harm. 268.5, genocide by deliberately inflicting conditions of life calculated to bring about physical destruction. 268.10, crimes against humanity, which is enslavement. And don't forget, enslavement is when they tax you constantly off your eyeballs and keep you bound under servitude, like lockdowns and many other restrictions by their corporate law. 268.12, crimes against humanity, imprisonment or other severe deprivatization of physical liberty. And don't forget, they can do it mentally too. 268.38, war crimes, excessive, incidental, death, injury or damage. Experiments with a poison. Crimes Act 1900, Section 39. War crimes under foreign occupied administration. And if you understand what administration is, like the Governor General's been sworn in to be administrating her military reign, and as the so-called proclaimed Commonwealth, is an administrator of a corporation or an organisation. And we already know that government is already an organised crime. Okay, so wars under the foreign occupation administration without full disclosure, aid and abet against the people with conspiracy of the Commonwealth of Australia or Terra Australis. 268.27, war crimes, biological experiments. It's already come out the truth about these jabs. It was a biological experiment. More than 20 million people globally have died. And what I have been seeing, especially in the last 2 weeks, on a daily basis, the amount of people and how young people have and are dying. 268.33, war crimes, unlawful confinement. 268.48, war crime, medical or scientific experiments. 268.49, war crime, treacherously killing or injuring. 268.54, war crime, pillaging. Pillaging can come in many forms: tax extortion, GST, fines, revenues. It goes on and on and on. Even taking your personal property or private. 268.55, war crime, employing poison or poisonous weapons. Chemtrails and the poisons that they use in our water is employing, like medication, forced medication, vaccine, so on. It is employing a poison or poisonous weapons. 268.77, war crimes, attacking civilians. The most damning one as well is 268.102, perjury. 268.103, falsifying evidence. They like to cover up their own asses. 268.104, destroying or concealing evidence. 270.2, slavery is unlawful. 270.3, slavery offences. Another war crime is propaganda, when they falsify evidence or they refuse or neglect to take the information that you have to not only look after yourself, but your fellow brothers and sisters, family, so on and so forth. Because it is concealment. They are liable for it. Creates damage. Before I go, I'd like to say to every man, woman and child of this here country or continent, we are the government. We as a majority stand in with solidarity, morality, for the greater good of each and every one. Now, we all know we can all have differences, but at the end of the day, when we stand together as one and whole, we all got different wants and needs in our own lives and on our own journey within our own lives. But if we start becoming our own destructors against each and every one to each other, upon one another, we are becoming the government we don't want. We need to put our differences aside, dear people. Remember, there is about 250 servicemen and women, including policy officers and military personnel. We do not want civil war. We want the right to have and enjoy our life and bear our own fruits. If we do not take into consideration on who we are spiritually, as man or woman, sentiently, we will lose everything we have got to this day. If we have grown up in a life of an illusion and propaganda, which is perjury, fraud and treason, our children's future are going to not only be short-lived, their futures have already been planned out, sorted out. They're just not old enough to experience what some of us have already gone through. What's it going to take, dear people, before we all come together and say enough is enough? We are not here to destroy each other. As I said, we've all got different wants and needs. But we have a duty of care to not only love thyself, or love thy neighbour, but love thy man, woman and child. No matter the nationality, skin colour, language, we all bleed the same colour blood. What we are facing right here today on our own continent, dear people, it is a global phenomenon. They care not about ye the people. They just care about what they can take from us for their own profitable gain. It is an unlawful, it is a treacherous enrichment upon them. Can I ask, what politician, and don't forget the word politician's got the word CIA abbreviated in that word. It is an MK Ultra, but what politician has come out, exposed it on live TV, so these people in this country that are unaware get to see it instead of being concealed up, but it's all about private banking systems for their own enrichments and donations. Not one of them. There is a lot of great truthers out there with a lot of evidence, and it is up to us to do the right thing for ourselves and our fellow brothers and sisters. The evidence is clear. The government dobs themselves on a daily basis, and even their own documentation, whether it's from the military, whether it's from Canberra, whether it's from the United States of America, Britain, or that of the Vatican. We are not meant to be living in a life corporately ruled upon for somebody else's enrichment. When are we going to start to enjoy our life, dear people? We live and breathe, and we have our own blood pumping through our own body, and yet we are being hindered on every single corporate law for their enrichment. Every time they give you a fine, it's extortion, it's corruption. It is odious by nature. It is contra-legem, people. Highly unlawful, illegal. Just remember, legal, illegal is corporate terminology. It is lawful or unlawful, which makes you come back to the land. Just be very, very careful of language, because the language is also a dead fictional language. It's a conveyance of false language. You start breaking it down, like the word politician. I'm about to wrap this up, dear people. The word politician. You've got PO, which is post office, because don't forget, all postal warfares are all derived from the Vatican. Postal services, post offices, post box. Postcode, thank you. Then you got LI, which is a lie. Then you got TI, which is almost being bound and tied. Then you got CIA. You can take it one of two ways. The Catholic Intelligence Agency, that's where it originates from. Headquarters does come from Switzerland. Or in the United States is known as the Central Intelligence Agency. Then you slap the word N on it, or the letter, and you got the word politician. It is nothing merely than an MK Ultra and a mental rape out of your living expenses. When's it going to be our time, dear people? And before I go, I would like to know when and how can we, as men and women that are honourable to ourselves and our family and everyone else around, to cause no harm, loss, nor injury, and do not lie, steal, and cheat, come together to correct the corruption in this country, to not only set ourselves free, but to enjoy our lives in accordance to how we see fit, without causing loss, harm or injury, and definitely not lying, stealing and cheating. It is up to ye, the people. We, the people. I have a lot of faith in ye, the people. But when are we coming together to set the wrong right? It is our time. We don't want warfare. We're sick of it. A lot of people in mental health institutions, forced drugs, or in prisons that should never be there, because the system is designed to destroy every man and woman by breaking their soul, mental state, and their physical well-being. And some people in this country, not just the country but globally, become so desperate they do stupid things upon others or destroying themselves and other people because of the system that we are living in a global system. People, I love all of you, but when are we going to come together? Is it going to be spring, summer, this year, next year? I'm asking people. I need you. I hope you need me. We need each other. When is it going to be time? How much are ye, the people, going to lose? Or how many people are you going to lose who were subjected to a poisonous biological war crime that they got injected with? Peace, love and harmony, dear people. Thank you.
G'day everyone. Most of you know me, I'm Steve. Back again. Done a fair bit of travelling lately, talked to many Australians from all walks of life. And what I can see is that most people now get what some of us knew a long time ago. And this is the police I'm talking about here. There's three sorts of coppers out there in my opinion, and most people's, I believe's opinion now. There's those that are corrupt. We see the evidence of that every day. Then there are those that ignore the corruption. Is that any less corrupt? And there's possibly a third category. I don't really believe it, but it's possible. And that is someone who is an absolute imbecile, who's not noticed any of this shit. And they still stand there in a uniform, which to me says they're not fit for purpose. I don't know what they're fit for, but... So whether it be the Victorians that peacefully assembled, as is their political right, and were shot in the back. Yeah. Or a 9-year-old boy that was shot in the face, still having facial reconstruction. Whether it be the people who just wanted to turn up to their church or mosque or synagogue or whatever else, as is their God-given or whatever their God is right. They were stopped by you. Whether it's the high-profile pedophiles who are protected every day. If I were to say their names, you would arrest me for that. And then go home to your families. You wonder why you cannot fill your ranks anymore.
Yeah. Why there's immigration.
Who would want to do it? Who would want to be the bootlicker that delivers the call boys to the prayer room of Parliament House? And who could stand back and ignore that in good faith? There's no wonder you're despised now. You don't have time to turn up to a robbery because you don't have the numbers. But you drive up the Pacific Highway here and it's absolutely littered with highway patrol. Just looking to extort the last dollar out of someone who just wants to go to bloody work. You should hang your heads in shame. And as for the media standing here, standing side by side, doesn't that just show how it works, people? But use it as spies too.
Yeah.
Notice how 200 odd, was it 200 from Channel 9 and 150 from Channel 7 this week alone have just been sacked? Because no one's watching you anymore. No one buys your shit. And no one respects that uniform. They may fear it. They do fear it. But not us, not me. Do what you will. I come in peace, arsehole.
Hi everyone, as most of you know, my name is Patricia. Names have meanings. Names have meanings. My name came after my mother was raped by an Australian official. And because evidence showed this, they decided to butcher her twins that felt everything. And this is how I got my name. So I speak for the voiceless. I speak for the children. You bring bloodshed to the land. Child sacrifice. Considering my nephew is buried in a grave with no documentation, no slave paperwork, after being sacrificed as part of the Knights of Hospitaller. I'm pretty sure most of you know this to be the Order of St. John. Child sacrifice continues to this day. Whether it is murder, stealing children, torturing them, sexually abusing them just like I was, to which the police protected the pedophiles. 1 in 3 children, it is estimated, will be sexually abused, and the people have lost faith in even reporting it because the pedophiles are protected. And is it no better reasoning than the protection of the politicians, the judges, the police officers? George Powell, for goodness sake, someone in trusted position to protect the children. Where is my son Kane? Well, he's being trafficked by the governing of this pedophile ring. The governing that's about to be sworn in to make an oath against you, to serve a British crown that has shed blood, created wars, institutions, to bank on the insanity that it spreads to you. Suicide is not normal, yet every minute 2 people are killing themselves. And they set up a business for help. This is a demonstration of poor leadership in this country. And it targets the children. And so the medical industry gets a profit because pharmaceutical industries need to bank on the desperation of the people that are crying out to be heard, like the children in the wombs. Wasn't it Chrissy Swan that was shamed for smoking whilst pregnant? What the hell do you think butchering a baby does, or poisoning them? But who cares? Because the body of evidence is removed. Their bones, their bodies are removed. That's hiding a crime, is it not? Disposing of a body, an innocent life, because the sexual perversion of the people through the politics of this governing. And it starts right at the top, doesn't it? Ex-Prime Ministers?
Where it happens.
Isn't the king even associated to pedophiles? And that is not my king.
Not my king. Not my king.
In fact, my son, and I'm not afraid to say his name, Kane, actually means king. Ancient king in Arabic. Because I was raped by a Muslim. And guess what? No one came to save me except a child within me. Saved my life when I had less than 24 hours to live. And had to have life-saving surgery because I was left for dead for 15 hours. No one would come to save me. In fact, that man gets protected. Violence against women, what a joke. This is all you do, otherwise you would release the police footage of how my son and I were abducted by corrupt police officers, ambulance, and the medical industry, as well as child protection. They don't protect children, they traffic them. Hence the Act of 1911, the Aborigines Act, which shows us for control, target the children, normalising the Truman Show way of life. So I'm going to ask you again, where are our children? Where is my son? Why aren't you reporting on this? Because you're not paid to do that. I'm here to remind you, I carried my son. You're on women's sacred gathering grounds. Indigenous, you want to talk about respect. You're doing men's business on sacred women's gathering grounds, passing lawless laws to kill children from sexual perversion, using the medical industry and their lab rats to poison children, slaughter children. But hey, if you smoke whilst pregnant, you can harm your baby. There is no support for women in this country. Honestly, there isn't. Where is this village? I know, let's turn it into a business operation and call it a community. No. There's no community here. There is around me, very small, that stand up and speak out for the children of this land. The ones that don't have a voice, that are being trafficked through this system that has pedophiles at the top. What does that say? Why can't you speak on this? Does my son's life not matter? Does being a mother not good enough that brings a soul into this world, just like everyone here? No. We have to create jobs to take motherhood, fatherhood away and turn it into a business. Care. That's what it's called, care. I tell you what, I cared for my son. He was by my side until he saw my head smashed in and then suffocated by pedo-protecting police officers who used racism and said you're white and shouldn't be here, and then admitted to the Freemasonry. Kind of ironic considering the checkers. So, why don't you release the pedophiles' names, release the footage to the public of how my son and I were abducted and he was kidnapped at an Aborigine support centre of all places, a family centre. Women, your children are priceless gifts. You are priceless gifts, each one of you. Do not whore yourselves for a worthless exchange that is printed like toilet paper. They devalue you. Suicide twice every minute in this earth is not normal. Our ancestors would not stand for this. This is a cry for help. Instead, we're going to use the media as an example here and the police, because they're not on our side. They're there to protect property, pedophiles, business and assets. They're not here to tell the news. They're here to share a script. Well, I come unscripted because I speak with heart and truth for my son, for the children, for the mothers and fathers invaders who were also invaded on other lands to bring in legislation. Bind us. The very definition of slavery is binding legislation, whilst breaking sacred bonds of motherhood, the unseen silver cord. Well, my name is Patricia, and my son, Kane, is held hostage by this pitiful politics. And this is war, hence why you have a Governor General being sworn in. But they're not willing to stand for us. In fact, I'm pretty sure if the media turned around tomorrow and said, it's time to go to war, you would all turn around and go, yes, tell us when, just like when you wanted to inject yourself and take a bribe. That's bribery, everyone. Bribery. There is no greater job than being a mother or a father. And it is our duty, even if you are not a mother or father, you're a child. And you deserve that respect and someone to speak up for you. And I will do that, even if you are not mine. Because I value life. This governing doesn't. This governing takes life, it banks on life, and it steals it. Exactly. So thank you once again for listening, joining in online, driving, interstate. Remember, there are no borders. It's all in your heads. Thank you very much.
Anyone like to say something? Just remember, dear people, just remember, even what I wrote out and read out earlier, every crime that they have committed, it is natural life imprisonment, or it is the immediate death penalty.
Tribal law.
To the Governor General, my name is Michael, and I have travelled many miles to come down to here to have a word. Yes, David Hurley, you're bloody gone. But we got another clown about to sit in the office. Why did we come here today? Many of us travel from many distances around Australia for one good reason. Corruption. And a government that has turned on its people in this country. It's a fucking sad thing what's happening. People that are supposed to protect us are protecting the people they should be protecting us from. It's not on. Not only is there corruption, but there's genocide. Not only is there genocide, but the country itself under attack. The animals under attack. Our Brumbies carried a red flag for Australia, being shot as we speak right now. Our country is under attack. I went to the Pilliga. Emus that being poisoned, under attack. This is not a government that is for the people. My son, vaccine injured. Spent last week in the hospital, now turning blue, bad circulation, look like he might have a clot. This is what our government has done to the Australian people. And this is why we travel to Canberra to have our words and our say. It's not on. Now when this lady drives in to be sworn in for Governor General, we will be seen and we will be heard. That is why we're here. David Hurley, you're gone. But yes, there's another muppet about to stand in his place. They're all corrupt and they're all part of an agenda. This agenda, this government needs to be removed from our country. Many Australians are now aware of this. Our country, Australia, being torn apart, families being torn apart, greed, corruption, genocide. That's all I see these days, and it's a sad reality. It shouldn't happen in any country, and it shouldn't happen in our country. These people that stand here, they fly their flags, they stand proud for one reason. They stand for their country. I wish many others would do the same thing, what they swore an oath to, what they swore to protect. You've got to remember that, guys. You really do. We are the Australian people. We are not terrorists. We care. You should all care too. Because you've got families and you live in this bloody country too. What's happening to it? The problem is people are letting it get away. And that's where we come in. Yeah, we're only a small number, but we're here and we're doing it. So, Governor David General Hurley, I'm glad to see you gone. But it's a sad reality that there's another one about to fill your place that's probably just as bad. So I stand here proudly today, and it saddens me to have to come all this way all the time, but on the other side, I'm very proud. Why am I proud? Because I stand for my children and my country. It's something you should all be doing.
With the, oh yeah.
So whilst you have media and journalists here, I want to give a shout out to the journalists, the investigative journalists, the real journalists of this land, Dee McLaughlin and Charles McGavin. Charles McGavin runs www.brokensystemproductions.com, to which people can write the corruption and it will be publicised. Dee McLaughlin runs www.thechildprotectionracket.com, has the YouTube channel Child Abduction, and shares many of our stories. These investigative journalists have taken it upon them, usually not paid, to tell our stories. That is real journalism in this country. So shout out to Dee McLaughlin and those websites, and Charles McGavin, who is the highest accredited journalist in this land. Not that we need to share that, but I just thought I'd give that a notable mention, because he's someone that the media hate because he tells the truth. Something that media cannot do. So again, those are the websites, those are the journalists that have helped me on my journey, and many others, as with Rachel Vaughan. And we are survivors. We're not victims per se. The only compensation is getting rid of this governing and paedophilia. So thank you, journalists.
Is there anyone else would like to say anything? If not, thank you very much for coming, no matter where you came from and how long it took you. You are the real men and women of this land. Love all of you, dear people. Thank you.
Love you, dear people. I think we've got to finish it off with a song now, and we're done.
We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. You keep saying camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but come with the spirit. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and not be up, but the man on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They turn my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all these souls, all the abuse. Nobody gonna come cut in the loose, knock. Yeah, who at the door? Muck the bar, bring on the storm. Library to epic, thought we were gonna regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left. They're still here, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, the oldest civilization. It's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way these war is fought. Alawari for the law and in June income war accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore the mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who keeps that camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here, yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they smash my car and knock me up with a man on bail and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared, front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on, yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never got a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they're right at the camp. Down all the camps, who kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break spirit now, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they smashed my car and knocked me up with a man on bail and I'm still here.
Good day, people. That is the law of each and every one of us. So how does everybody?
Speak about the pedophiles, I dare you!
It's not ABC, it's 9, is it? We're just as bad as each other.
Please speak on the pedophiles and child traffickers. Tell the real news about the pedophilia in politics. Don't just get paid off for a whorish hourly wage. Don't sell your soul. My son is being trafficked by pedophiles in politics. His name is Kane. No, it's 45,000 plus children are currently being trafficked in Australia. You have pedophiles at the top. Speak on this. Speak on this. Seriously. Speak up for the children. You can speak up on Gaza. They still murder children any way they want.
Jesus loves the little children of the world.
We're going to do that over there. I think we're going to go over there and do that. Hang on, let us all get together first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
where will I? We'll all do this together. It's okay. I just got to work this out. Huh? Filming now?
I'm not being quiet while they're recording. My son, who had 400 days
That's all,
We're not trying to volunteer, we're just doing our song.
Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. They're not for sale! Leave our children alone! Give me back my son!
Would you like us to sing it again for you if you didn't hear it those twice? Seriously?
She'll be here shortly. These guys are waiting for her to drive in for no.
I went round to the broadcast and there was no one there.
Sorry, I'll get up. Wait. Here you go, here's a card if you want to know about my son who's been held hostage and his nephew was murdered by this government. Here they come!
We've just got an internet problem. Oh no, we're again. It's okay. Just in time.
Oh, for goodness sake. 5 million cops, no wonder there's none out chasing pedophiles.
There's using the front car.
Oh my God.
Where's the rape?
The fire protectors!
Come and get the rapes out!
Corrupt deceitful liars!
We're gonna need a bigger rope. We're gonna need a few more bloody trays, too, I reckon.
Dangle, as Bill would say.
Hello?
So,
Oh yes,
where did you got sworn in then?
Yes.
She has to get sworn in here. What happened in Parliament, I don't know, but she got to get sworn in there. I'm guessing they've dropped him in Parliament today. I don't know.
His head, I hope.
Off the balcony.
Remember, we are the power. We just got to get rid of that fear, come together, be shit, start taking a second look at things. Remember, he says one thing,
I'm just glad we're all on the
So, who is Samantha? Samantha is representative for the Republic. She's an advocate for yes vote to the referendum, which the majority is against it.
accept the territory of ACT.
Mm-hmm.
So she stands for gender confusion. So she's pretty much representing all the stuff what the majority of Australia is against.
Yep.
Wow, they were here a long time, 2 seconds worth of filming.
First time in 4 years I've actually seen one of them.
One clown brought in after another one goes.
That's exactly what happens. David earlier get his retirement for doing no job.
He'll get his target on the back.
And he comes from colonies.
No.
No, something.
Is he military?
I don't know. He's the flag. He's sponsored or something. Maybe he's the account holder. Security, I don't
Every single week you take the paycheck and you're committing, you're aiding and abetting, mate. I'm looking at you. Stick out with your guns, mate. Do your notice, do your militarised zone. You've been served by the elders. The Aboriginal flag flies at the back. Stand out, work out of there. You're the only one stopping us. You guys work out of there, we can take it down. Come on, arrest us. Become Aussies. I hope you can hear us, Samantha. You can hear us? Can you hear us, Samantha? Come out and talk to the people, and we'll talk now.
Maybe over here a little bit.
Come on.
Steve's behind the tree.
I haven't had my daughters in 10 years. Why? Because I told a crime of the third tower that collapsed on 9/11. I reported it to the police, and you can turn around, boys, because that's all you want, boys. You might have a male body, you're a boy inside. Listen to your elders. 9/11 is a perpetrated crime by the inside of the US government. And who committed it? We'll never know. Probably whoever pushed the button to drop those things, if you can't work out that concrete, if it collapsed, it'd be concrete everywhere, not dust. It's so simple. And then you'll learn about a third tower, building number 7. In the afternoon, 47 stories, collapsed to the ground. Fires don't burn concrete and steel for a building to go down free fall, mate. The engineers all know this, we know this. I'm a mechanical, mate, so we do basic mechanics that make your stuff work. Without us, the miners, the builders, we're useful. The useless are running the world. And the useful are sick of it. We go to work, we're going to put good food on the table, a roof over our head, clean water, clean air. Today we turn the skies on because we're sick of the chemtrails, mate. We ring up the military police, the lines are everywhere. They're all over the country, and you guys are supposed to run the country from here. You're the steering wheel, and yet who runs it? You've got diplomats running all around the country, and you can't even pull them over. Foreign diplomats, they've got no jurisdiction on these lands. You know it. The elders came here, mate. The elders observed you guys. Stand down, walk out. Be protected. Stand with us. Take your shirt off. Walk out here. Just become one of us. Stand with them. You go down. We win. We know it. You guys, come. Stand down. No more. We're at the Freemason Central, the Jesuit Central, the Zionist Banking Central. We know who runs the country. We're sick of the religion, bloody milking the things, pedophiles in the churches, all your groups, sick of it. It stems from the whole lot. You see, you call yourselves related to God by those bullshit. Every normal person knows, mate, you love your family, you love your brothers and sisters, you get along. We are sick of being in war. This planet has been at war for years. This is a revolutionary change worldwide. Protesters are sick of it. We're sick of it. We're sick of the banking system, wrecking the country, wrecking the land, turning stuff over. You're going, and you're learning, and you're listening. It's going on your conscience, mate. It goes on your conscience, and you can choose whether the right thing will spend the rest of your life behind bars, or the elders, they might put a spear through you. Because the Lord is coming back. If you do harm to another, that harm reverts back to you. It's a natural law, basic law. And he is. Which one is she? Now she's in there. She's in there.
They don't get the job for their brains. Consider we pay for it. Oh dear. Pay for what? Can they serve themselves?
Anybody ever done a title search on their property, on their house? It comes up as the parish of Valara.
Yeah, you can share the card with him as well.
Parish. Everything related to the churches. 2024 since what?
We're not your enemy.
2024. You're in a time enslavement, mate. 2024 since nothing. A man, a good man might have done something, but he died. There's plenty of good men that have done heaps and died, and they're in prison right now, or in mental homes, drugged up by you guys who put them in there to stop the pedophiles, the murderers, so you can sit there and laugh. We're going to report to you today that you have to put your weapons down, and we're going to report to you that COVID is a huge crime on this country, where over 30,000 have died from the vaccine, not a fake flu. A fake flu that was turned into a mass pandemic across the whole fucking country.
Ken Duran, but yeah, Kenneth Duran.
Because we're beyond niceness, We want to come in peace. We want to play meditation music. We want to be nice and raise our vibration. But while you guys sit there, put fluoride in the water, a byproduct of aluminium production upon the people, and you don't tell them the truth. Why you spray the skies to form the rain, and we don't tell us what's in the chemicals. So you're guilty. Samantha, come out. I'm going to shut up for 1 hour, and then I'm going to turn up even louder. 1 hour, please come out and talk to we, stand behind the fence, whatever. Just have a conversation with the people. Thank you, I'm Stephen.
All right, brother. How do you pronounce the last name? Oyster? Yelling at Actually, this is we should do this.
Hello, people. I'm just wondering, did anyone notice that the flag that was taken down was the imperial, wasn't the imperial crown, but this one is. The other one was the Catholic crown, and the guy screwed it up in a ball and put it under his arm. He didn't fold it. So I want you to have a look back and see if you noticed.
We the people demand you to serve us, not the United Nations or any of their stupid agendas. Governor General, I hope you can hear us. $200,000 pay rise. Lucky you. I take it we've got the new Wicked Western Witch of the West. Governor General, come in and face the people. We are the ones you serve, not the United Nations or any of their stupid agenda WHI. Terrorist, your organization. That is who you are serving. Terrorists. Terrorism the world as we speak, not just Australia. We are aware. Governor General, we the people command you, serve us.
You realise what you're up to this day. Well, down here. What are you going to do with them?
Governor General, Senate, we the people would like to have a word to you. Not that you will speak to us, because he's a coward. You don't serve the people anymore, you haven't for a long time. We are aware of this. You poison our skies, you poison our families, you destroy our country. You think you're getting away with it? Come out the front gate and have a look at us and tell us you're getting away with it. We have law orders, we have court orders. We are coming to you tonight. Not just you, Governor General, the whole politician. The whole political party is corrupted. The people that protect them are cowards. The only way you will remove this coward badge from your name is to stand with the people and stand down. Stop protecting what you know is wrong, and you know it's wrong.
So they're paying from the trip up there.
You're corrupt, the whole lot of you. You stand proud. You don't look proud. You look like friggin' muppets. Absolute muppets, the whole lot of you. Look inside your heart, look at your family, and tell me who you stand with. Is a stand and a father's got to look at his son while he's injured. I've got those that touch it on Christ, say no animal, no corruption, yet genocide. You're evil, absolutely plain evil. You've got your smart looks on your face, and you know in your heart you're wrong. When the Australian people have had enough. We have had for a long time. Sam, we invite you to come out and speak to us as the Governor General of this country. Come and speak to the people. We will be civilised. But you need to know what's going on. Honestly, do you serve us or that? I think Sam proved me wrong. Come out and speak to us. We invite you. You won't come out. No, you won't come out. David Early would never show his face. Told you. We are going to give you a benefit of doubt, Sam. Governor General, I suppose you have to do it for yourself. There is no Governor General in this country. But the Governor General is there to oversee the government and make sure there is no tyranny in this country. What the hell are you doing with the $200,000 pay rise? Come and speak to the people. Governor General, we invite you to come out and speak to us. Or you can invite us in to speak to you. Not going to happen, but is it? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Governor General.
I'll keep that power on that.
You got no spine like David Hurley. Grow a spine and come out and speak to us. Right back. We're not dangerous, we're not terrorists. We're Aussies. And we're very concerned about it at the moment. Very, very, very concerned. We might be a small majority, but in Australia we are a large minority.
It's all right, we understand.
Governor, come out and speak to the people. We invite you. How can you, as a Governor General or a politician, a judge, stand there and do this to our country, to our families? Destroying a land that was once so great. So much to see and do. Not no more, you stuffed it. The political parties absolutely stuffed everything. Governor General, are you there? We have come to welcome you. Come and speak to us. Governor General!
Someone else showed up at the gate.
Listen! Stop standing up for the Australian people! David Early, are you gonna? I hope so, but look down. You have a job to do now, Sam. Samantha, whatever you want to be called. I really hope that you are going to do your job. I really hope you're going to do your job. There's No one else in that political party is doing their job. They're all cashing in, making a few dollars, and not doing what they're paid to do. We come in today to represent the Australian people, to expose the corruption, the genocide and slaughters. We're coming for good reason. So glad I'm on this side of the fence, because I hate to be on your side of the fence. Dirtiest money in the world. No respect for your land, your people, or your country. What are you paid to do? Serve your people and serve your country. Make this country grow. Right. Wealth and health. I don't see that. I haven't seen it for a long time. A country I was once so proud to stand in. I'm proud to stand with the people, but I don't stand under you guys. Why? Because they've turned their back on us. The Australian people are aware. Go on and check the statistics. Check it all out. Over 60% of this country has had a fucking enough. We have had enough. Come on, General.
Otherwise, it's that day.
There's a mic. You want the mic, Wanda? What was he? Directing.
Where the people have had enough. Where the people need answers. But most of all, where the people want to see the arrest of their politicians in this country. Why? Because you turned it back on us.
Yeah, well that's all.
You never front once. Never come to hear our story. Nor push the sign. The only thing you're ignoring is your fucking sentiment. Your agenda has been exposed many years ago. And it just gets worse and worse every day we go on. Governor General!
Trying to keep the warmth. Well, that's why I bought the original four fleets with the window cover. So that was the Come On Man.
No, that's a real life garden gnome man.
The one that goes in this window says 28 still. I had no fuel. I had fuel light on, but I had to run the car for ages to try and thaw them. I couldn't do it. Couldn't drive this morning. Oh, the ice, yes.
I reckon that was a pretty good shot. I think we had the window down on the right side.
Sorry guys, I got to shut you down. Thank you all for hanging on. But yeah, I've run out of data. So
Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm not giving them 2 minutes. I'm just saying I've got to go.
Okay.
Loves you all. Thank you all for joining us. Even for the cooker watchers. Thank you for watching. You might learn something. Pay attention.
Bye.
Bye guys. Loves you all. We'll see you tomorrow as always.
Same time, same channel, same back channel.
So do you